Chapter 15. Blackness. Then, Vant cried out. He attempted to move his body, but his limbs disobeyed his commands. When he tried to sit upright, his head flopped over in a weird way. The flashes and strobes of returning consciousness waned. A puzzling view took their place. Brown surrounded him, with a patch of gray overhead. He managed to kick out his left leg, causing his torso to pivot. His head bobbed into a position from which he could decipher his surroundings. He was lying 6 feet deep in a dug-out grave.
Morbid,
he thought. His eyes traveled up the damp soil walls of the burial plot to cloudy skies. He coughed out dried blood until he could speak, albeit from disfigured vocal cords.
Hello. Is anybody there?
Silence.
Anybody?
He heard the sound of a spit take, and then a head appeared. Saucer-sized eyes stared down at him.
Holy son of a doodle! This is impossible! Vant! Vant, my dearest companion, are you alive?
Grammy! Yeah, no, I'm alive.
This is crazy. I've seen a whole pile of nutterbutt in my life, but nothing like a man who can come back to life. You aren't a zombie, are you? After my brain and my balls, which part does a zombie eat first? Hell. Oh, let me get you out of there, my not-dead companion. W, get over here. Come give me a hand.
The world's worst magician and Grammy hoisted Vant from the grave. The wizard expressed a polite enthusiasm at the sight of Vant, as if he had returned from a brief vacation.
I should have known you'd be the least of my worries. Leave it to you to find the tunnel back to the Forgotten Realms. What I want to know is this. How many people are supposed to use that passage in a day,
Grammy could hardly contain himself.
We were just toasting your memory before giving you a proper send-off. Skii's going to be thrilled you're huffing and puffing and not pushing up daisies. Poor thing's been down as a dog over your untimely dust bite. She's off doing some hunting and... Toasted ballsack. You're a mess. You're gonna need a hospital. A nice big-titty nurse to rub the life back into you. I've heard tell of a township that can swap in new parts for broken ones. That sort of thing. Maybe we should take you there.
No, I'll be fine. I'm gonna be I just need some time.
Well, if you don't want to go the clinical route, we can take a more holistic approach.
He nodded toward the magician.
Yeah, will you just do me a favor first?
Name it, comrade.
Anything of mine pointed in the wrong direction, you point it right.
Even the words sounded painful.
Take this first, my compatriot.
Grammy procured a vial of syrup from his vest.
To numb the pain?
Quite the opposite. You'll feel every sensation tenfold.
Why would I want that?
Because it also turns the pain into pleasure. And you're about to feel a lot, so this should prove to be quite the treat.
Vance swallowed a gulp of the narcotic. For the hell of it, Grammy and the magician took swigs as well. The magician scratched his crotch. Grammy cracked his knuckles.
This is going to hurt you more than it's going to amuse us.
The magician held Vant down while Grammy got a grip on the first twisted appendage. Vant closed his eyes and mentally prepared. History's most bizarre chiropractic session commenced. Every bone realignment elicited screams from Vant, first of misery, then of pleasure, and uproarious guffaws from the magician and Grammy. Vant's tears of pain turned into tears of laughter, and Grammy and the magician began making bets on which bones would pop the loudest when shoved into place. Soon, Vant resembled a normal person again, though the biological numbing agents and narcotics in his bloodstream overran his senses. He began to succumb to the soothing slide of the loss of consciousness. But moments before blacking out, he witnessed one last thing. The magician, in a trance, stood over him. Green smoke poured out of his fingers and coated his body in a gentle, hazy glow. Vant could hold on no longer. He drifted into an endorphin-soaked slumber.
He dreamed of death, peeling his skin, flesh from bone, Taken. Fearful. Crushed. Betrayed.
Welcome back, Pops.
Vant blinked at Skii. She tapped him on the cheek.
No, please, don't get up on my account. I'm just gonna go tell the others that you're awake. Hungry? Thirsty?
Thursday. Thurs.
I'm pretty sure I have the idea. I'll be right back.
Vant tried to sit upright, but ended up on his side, face to face with a snail.
Hi.
He said. The snail said nothing. Skii returned and knelt beside him. She dribbled water onto his lips, which he lapped up. Like a river, tactile responsiveness flowed back into Vant's body. He wiggled his fingers and toes, and blinked until his vision was no longer blurry.
Thanks for trying to save us. I wish you'd listened, though. You would have avoided getting beaten up and killed.
Any elation Skii may have been experiencing about Vant's return was being concealed by a layer of caution, and perhaps fear.
Yeah, I told you I wouldn't die on you. Made you a promise, didn't I?
What the hell? I buried you. You hadn't taken a breath for days, and all of a sudden, here you are? What are you?
Vant changed the subject by rising to his wobbly feet. He scanned his reconstructed frame, healed weeks, maybe months ahead of schedule.
That magician is quite the guy, isn't he?
He can do magic. The real stuff. He saved us.
Yeah, I saw.
You know what this means? My dad was right. He could have healed my mom. He could have.
Vant stretched. A few dawdling bones cracked into their default positions.
Grammy told me he can move energies around. He's been filling you up with this stuff from all over. Trees, plants, animals, even us. It feels super weird. Speeds up the healing process, something like that. Did he bring you back to life?
No, there's more to it.
Well, what then?
Yes, please, do tell.
Grammy plopped down with a plate of food for Vant. The numbness inside of Vant subsided, allowing room for mistrust to reappear. Without a filter, the words just slid out.
Where did you go during the fight?
Well, my companion, the answer is complicated, and in your weakened state...
You left us to die.
I did feel quite bad about it. Why do you think I dug this lovely grave? Don't I get a thank you?
Vant squinted at him. The others watched the awkward tension unfold from the sidelines.
Go ahead. Say your piece. Don't hold back. Good old Grammy knows when he's on the receiving end of an accusation. He's no fool.
I just want to know where you went. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Vant studied Ski's expression. She had the same look in Land Escape when she defended Vant from the hot-headed Cheris, except this time, Vant was on the other side of her scowl. She was siding with Grammy.
You think I set you up, don't you? You think I ran a triple cheese Charlie and I'm some grand mastermind who coordinated an elaborate plan involving Ski's mysterious father, 2 mutant trashmen, a legendary mystic, and a few hundred rabid savages. You've got me all figured out, comrade. All figured out.
Words eluded Vant.
For our best interests, let us clear the air. I'm not here to fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm here to profit. I'm a profiteer. I don't use my fists, I use my brain.
He tapped the side of his head twice.
Fists are for brutes. The mind is for those with more intellectualary pursuits. Some of us always choose to die another day without actually dying. That is. Also, being sneaky has its own rewards.
He nodded toward a stockpile of equipment, weapons, and raw materials.
Found their camp, comrade. Took what we needed, along with a few pills for our trouble, of course. Half for me, half for the rest of you. Fair is fair. Oh, and one more thing.
Grammy withdrew Death's mask from his vest.
I recovered it from the nomads. Thought you might want it back.
Vant walked up to Grammy, towered over him, pulled the mask out of his hands.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Well, you've had your say, now let me have mine.
Grammy shifted uncomfortably.
Why, sure, my comrade. That's only fair.
The tension between the two men was thick. Skii nervously buried her face into Cassidy's fur. Vance spoke.
I'm the asshole.
Ski's head popped up, and her eyes widened. Grammy choked on his surprise. Vant was ashamed. Deeply. He felt guilty for asking so much of Grammy. Did he really expect one man to rescue them from a militia of tribal mercenaries? Hell, the guy was smart to stay away. The truth was, charging in and running his mouth would have probably gotten them all killed, not just Vant. Not everyone had to be a warrior, a brawler, a fight to the finish and then some soldier. Grammy was a person who was masterful at something else, and the whole group was alive because of him. Furthermore, they were all alive because of each other. No one of them could have made it on their own to where they were now. In the last few days, they had all taken turns saving each other, each in unexpected ways. Vant extended his hand to Grammy.
Allies?
Compatriots.
They locked hands and shook, like gentlemen.
Thank you for your help. We made it out of Crash Town because of you. And you, W. You were magnificent.
The magician appeared nonplussed, swimming around in his own psyche. There was no acknowledgement of the praise, or that he knew what he had even done.
Pops, there's something you should see.
She stood and approached the nomad stockpile.
Grammy found it in a box.
Under lock and key, where the best things usually are. Thankfully, I'm as good at undoing locks as I am braziers.
Skii found what she was rummaging for. She handed Vant a helmet.
Son of a bitch.
Then, truly realizing what he had in his hands,
Son of a bitch!
he cocked back his arm to throw the helmet across the dirt in frustration, but stopped himself.
Thalium. Wait, this means the nomads had seen the army we're looking for. I mean, look at the neckline. Like it was ripped off. Somebody fought the soldier who wore this, and they won. They kept this helmet as a souvenir.
I know how they got it.
Vant's eyes conveyed, "If you've been holding out on me."
It's not like that. A while back, you asked me if I left Crash Town alone or with others when I was a little girl. The truth was, it was with nomads. I ran with a tribe for a while.
Grammy gasped.
But not like Ranchulas. We were tough, but nothing like them. Everyone knew the stories, though, about how something attacked him and his people.
And you didn't think to bring this up?
Ghost stories. I never thought to believe them as true.
Well, if they are, Ranchula's been hit hard, and apparently he's rebuilding. Hell, he tried to recruit me before he sucker punched me.
Sucker killed you.
It's a safe bet that the Thalium army stole his warriors and somehow he avoided capture. That bastard.
Why is he a bastard? Besides killing you and trying to impregnate me.
Because if he fought fair, I would have won. And if I won, I would have found out this information and could have helped him find his tribe. That bastard!
Calm down. All right, the nomads were scared off by our magician, but maybe we can wait for them. It's a good bet they'll come back when they think he's gone. Their trap outside of Claude and Blau's tunnel is way too good to resist.
No, we can't wait. Too much time is wasted already.
Now hold on a minute, my cavalier comrade. Before you go any further, and without pressing my luck, we still don't understand you, it would seem. You, our dear outcast from the afterlife. Is there anything you wish to confide in us? Anything at all?
Vant thought, then thought some more. Finally, he tossed the helmet aside.
Okay. I'll come clean.
All eyes fell upon Vant, waiting for an explanation.
I need a drink first. We got anything?
The charlatan dug into the nomad stockpile and removed 2 bottles.
Now who's your best friend?
Pour the wine. We're gonna need it.
Grammy filled 4 mugs with a brownish liquid.
It's certainly not wine, but we're going to put it in our faces anyway.
Night fell. They lit a campfire.
Where to begin?
Vant wrestled with his point of entry. Portions of his past were untouchable, unforgivable, and might sever any bond he had with his companions. He decided to start with his love, with Ree to V.
Skii, I first met your mom when she was 3.
3 whats?
3 years old.
Skii did a double take with confusion.
I like this story already.
She punched Grammy in the arm.
Keep talking, Pops.
I was living in Landescape at the time, and I saw her on the playground. She was this funny-looking thing. Huge head. She made me laugh, which is something I hadn't done in quite a while. And I watched her grow into a toddler, a little girl, a teen, a woman. Nothing weird, it just had lots of time on my hands. I'm older.
Older than you look. You've said that about 50 times now.
It's a harmless pastime, keeping tabs on her, but something happened, something changed. She started to captivate me, you know. She was driven and smart and so quick. She was a lot like you, Skii.
Skii accepted the sentiment silently, but earnestly.
I could never say anything to her. And I watched her for so long, but speaking to her, that took a courage I just didn't have. And then one day, though, she spoke to me. I couldn't believe it. And my feelings came pouring out. I blathered on like a fool.
What did you say? What did she say?
Is it really important?
Yeah.
Vant took a massive sip of liquid courage. It was not enough.
Really?
Yes!
Fine. She asked me if I needed pills. I guess I wasn't keeping up appearances at the time, and she handed me a bunch because she thought that I was a beggar. And I was embarrassed as hell. And then it just slipped out. Instead of thank you, I said I love you.
The magician hollered like a bird. They looked at him, puzzled. He completed his thought.
Word.
And she asked what I meant, and I told her I'd been watching her, and I was in love with her. And I told her I wanted to get to know her better, but she really did not want to get to know me. I'm a monster, I said. I've done terrible things. I'm the devil, but when I look at you, I'm in heaven.
Vant took another swig.
She didn't run away. Instead, she smiled. A smile that was improbable, impossible, and then she said the words that I will never forget.
What were they?
She said, it's nice to know I can take the devil to heaven.
Vant rubbed the back of his neck with embarrassment.
And that's it. She accepted me. Somehow, I still don't know why. We spent a lot of time together. After that, I was with her for 3 years.
Vant swallowed more drink, which burned on the way down.
But then something took a hold of me and pulled at me, forced me away from her, and I didn't even get to say goodbye, and I can only imagine what she must have thought. One day I was there, and the next I'm vanished.
Skii stared at a rock. Her glassy eyes reflected the campfire, licking the air.
I should have just stayed away from her. Being with Ree was a mistake. I know that now. And I knew at the time that I would outlive her, and that I must have been breaking the rules by loving her, and I was right. I was taken away and forced in this hell of isolation, forced to suffer day after day. I was living a life that should have ended a long time ago, but it didn't, and it wouldn't. It doesn't, ever. Every time I die, I come back.
Skii and Grammy could not conceal their body language. They were in the company of either an immortal who had touched the very edges of darkness, or a completely delusional man. Vant knew they would have gravitated toward the latter conclusion, save for the compelling argument that he had just returned from the grave.
If that's so, then tell me, what happens when you die?
Blackness. That's all, blackness.
Well, can you feel anything?
No. Yeah, kind of. It's like this infinite tunnel. The time doesn't work. It lasts forever and no time at all, simultaneously, like limitless waiting in the black.
No white light? That's what they say, right? I'm going into the light.
Oh, yeah, that.
Vant tossed Death's mask next to the fire.
You walk into the light and you'll meet a demon.
They stared at the eye sockets of the relic. Its importance drew their focus toward its lifeless visage.
I didn't know it at the time, but I was being drawn to death. And I found him.
Anxiety bubbled up from Vant's insides. He feared the hulking demigod would suddenly materialize and strike him down for merely discussing his existence. Thus, Death's true power was demonstrated. The thought of what the creature could do to him, and to his companions, adjusted Vant's attitude to one of subservience. Although it felt like a risk, Vant showed the others the symmetrical scar where Death's scythe had sliced his head clean off.
Beheading. Even death couldn't kill me. So, instead he's using me.
The group fell silent. They were drawn to the supernatural mask, which seemed immune to the fire's reflections. They stared at it, and stared. Unprompted and in unison, they all gulped down their wine. The coincidence created a tension-breaking laugh between them.
What's death like?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I remember him. I've met him. Yes. I got the feeling he needed a hug, but I was worried if I gave him one, we'd brush cocks, so that was out.
Good thinking. So, how long have you been alive, compatriot? In total?
Couple 100 years.
And before you met my mom? What's the story there?
Visions, flashes, a hole in the chest, friends destroyed, righteousness, betrayal, so many dead, so many.
He thought. This topic was off limits. Vant pulled himself together and said,
I think that's a tale for another time. I was a different person back then.
Vant drank deeply from his cup.
So yeah, when I wear that mask, I can see through death's eyes, and it shows me another realm.
Mind if I take a look-see?
Knock yourself out, it won't work, nothing personal. It just only seems to like me.
Grammy picked up the mask and ran it through his fingers.
Oh, heavy thing, isn't it? Smooth thing, quite gorgeous. Wonder what she's worth.
Vant rolled his eyes. Grammy pressed it to his face and... nothing happened.
Here, I'll show you.
Vant took the mask and held it inches from his nose. It leapt from his hands, latched onto his skin, and beamed a piercing white.
Well, stuff my pisser. It's got a mind of its own.
When I look at you, I see vibrations, nothing crazy. But when I look at Skii, it's the same thing, same for W.
But it wasn't. The magician's silhouette pulsed bright green. The green of the energy he moved with his fingers. The green Vant had observed as a faint glimmer in Crashtown.
Something's different with him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's green.
Doesn't surprise me none. He's a special one. Fella's a space alien for all we know.
I'm not an alien, although my grandmother was. Her name was Phoeba. She smelled of stale tulips and made love like a wild boar.
The magician had been manipulating a ball of concentrated flame encased in green smoke. Upon noticing he was being observed, he put his hands behind his back. The smoke dispersed, and the combustion evaporated. When he stopped doing magic, his unique color in the mask reverted to a calm white. Vant pulled the mask from his face.
The visions I see while wearing the mask all mean something. And when I looked at those things that overran landscape, I had the drive to destroy them all. I have to do what death tells me. I'm on the hook here. And if I don't, I'll be answering to someone who doesn't care for excuses and, frankly, who doesn't like me all that much to begin with.
I've heard of some awful bosses in my day, but this one takes the cake.
So that means this rescue mission is actually...
Both. It's a mission of death and a mission for life. I had to wipe out an army. Hopefully save the landscape citizens in the process. 2 birds, 1 stone.
2 massive birds.
And so there you have it. I'm immortal. I'm cursed. I'm Death's stooge. I'm going up against an entire army in hopes of rescuing 1,000 hostages. Anybody want to come along?
The world's worst magician leapt up and howled.
Ba-ba-boo! You goddamn right I do! My Jimmy just put a hole in the roof thinking about it!
Well, I guess that's one.
They say risk is directly proportional to reward.
Grammy pontificated as he poured a fresh helping of hooch to the brim.
If that be the case, our rewards are going to be gorgeous. Here's to war, profiteering, and the pleasures such pursuits provide.
Grammy filled Vant's mug. They clunked them together and downed their fill.
That leaves 2.
Vant said to Skii and Cassidy.
How about it, ladies? Been fun so far, right?
Fun? Cockroaches, nomads, abductions, armies, and evil dickheads. Fun my buns. Ever since I met you, everything wants to kill me, and not all of us have the luxury of returning from the dead, you skeevy freak.
You don't have to come. I mean, none of you have to. I'm the only one of us who has a reason to fight.
The hell you are.
Skii kicked dirt in Vant's direction.
Those soldiers sacked my home and sucked up my mom's remains in a vacuum. Those shiny pricks deserve to get castrated.
She scratched her teddy bear behind its ears.
What do you think, pretty girl? You want to pick a fight?
Cassidy's crooked eyes twinkled from the flickers of the campfire.
Why do I even ask? Of course she's in. She loves a good scrap. As for me...
She looked over at the magician. A spiral of smoke circled above his fingertips. It transformed into a letter. A number appeared. Then another letter. W8M.
Amen.
After a boozy hiccup, Grammy locked arms with W and said,
In honor of this memorious occasion, I'd like to propose a most to the best damn team of misfits I've ever had the pleasure to enjoy misfortunes with.
He guffawed himself into a dog pile with the magician, then drunkenly passed out. Vant raised an eyebrow at Skii. She rolled her eyes, and they both grinned a little.